Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So the Ethereum decline to the downside, the impulsive move down, has actually not been invalidated yet. We have not reached the wave E high yet. As you can see here, we've just reached it. Yeah, so I did count the Ethereum chart as an ABCDE triangle with a wave 4 peak here at $2,017 pretty much, yeah, at the high here. We then, as I assumed, came down in an impulsive move down in a wave 1, and we've now moved up in a wave 2, where I told you that, yeah, we can move up to this level without invalidating it. Looking at other crypto charts, however, and looking at how high we actually came, because we retraced in this wave 2 higher than the 88.7% fib level, and if you retrace more than that, it just gets unlikely that it still is a wave 2. Now, okay, we can theoretically retrace to the beginning of the wave 1 here, but it is not typically a good way of doing it. So primary expectation was that we move down in a wave 1, we move up in a wave 2, we come down now in a wave 3, we move up in a wave 4, we move down in a wave 5. This is still possible because this scenario hasn't been invalidated. But I think we're looking here at something different, and I would like to change this wave count now because something different has just become a bit more likely for me. Yeah, and I'm seeing this as a potential. Two things can unfold here, and we have a wave 4 at the moment, and in this wave 4 overall, which I think hasn't finished yet because it hasn't finished on any other crypto chart yet that I'm covering really. Ethereum is still possible, it has finished, but I find it now fairly unlikely given what Bitcoin has done. And, there are a few things that can unfold here now. And we just need to be aware of these possibilities. So first possibility is that this is still really a 1-2 and we're moving down now in a wave 3. To get confirmation for that, we want to break below $1,712 and the price is not allowed to move above $2,015. Find it a very unlikely scenario now, given how high we have actually retraced. Therefore, second possibility, which I find still likely, is that we are actually here in an extended wave 4, but in a triangle. Yeah, that we are still here in a triangle, and that the wave 4 hasn't finished yet. So how would that look like? That is basically what I showed you before, an ABCDE triangle, but it just hasn't finished yet. It has been extended. So basically what we have here is an A, a B, a C, a D will come shortly, and then we will have a wave E to the upside and we will move down then. Now, very important is that this wave E does not break above the wave C high. So again, the wave E eventually will not be able to move above, but is the wave C finished yet? That is the question. Is the wave C finished yet? So the wave C can still move higher. I'd say it can move as high as the wave A high. Yeah, we need to be aware of that. The wave A high is at 2,160. So with this wave pattern, yeah, as long as we stay below $2,160, I would consider this a triangle pattern. Because then we can move down, make a wave D at around, depending on where this will land. There's different possibilities if it's a symmetrical triangle or not. This is one possibility, a fairly likely one. The other very likely one, which I would actually now prefer, given what Bitcoin is doing, what ADA is doing, and what other cryptos are doing, yeah, is that this extended wave 4 will actually mean that we are in a more complex correction, a WXY pattern, so that this here was the wave W, that this here is the wave X, and this way will be the wave Y. In this scenario, which Bitcoin is doing at the moment, in my opinion, we haven't really seen a strong move up for ETH, but I think it would be imminent. It would mean that in this wave Y we would move higher. How high would we normally go? Let's take a look. We can use the length of that, and we would normally go here to, well, $2,180. That is the 100% extension. So you can see already that it is very difficult to say, right, which scenario is now going to work out. Is it the triangle, which also was supposed to peak here in this area, or is it the wave Y? But the wave Y can also move a bit higher. And if we then look at this yellow target area, which I had on the chart for a while now, I think it is quite likely to actually get into this area. And this is the area where a wave 4 would normally, with the highest likelihood, retrace into. It is the area between the 38.2% FIB level and, well, the 50% FIB level, or even here the 61.8% FIB level, as I've indicated it on this chart. So a wave 4 would normally retrace to the 23.6% level, which is here at $2,048, already reached. A very relevant area because the price has been hovering around this area for a while. And again, if the $2,048 get broken, it's quite likely that we move up higher. All the way to, yeah, maybe in the first instance, that significant swing high here, the $2,160 level that I explained already. If we break above that and we invalidate the triangle formation, there is a likelihood that this will move higher to the 38.2% FIB level. And actually, this is my primary expectation now, because based on probabilities, based on what Bitcoin is doing, I would expect us to reach this yellow target area now. Because the immediate move down, in my opinion, is very unlikely now. The triangle, all the other cryptos that I had, the triangle pattern on the chart, also invalidated basically, and they all start to do this WXY pattern now. Solana is another one where we see some weakness in the chart, like here Ethereum at the moment, but maybe they're just late starters. So we need to have those two possibilities on the radar, the triangle and the WXY, both of which would suggest the wave 4 isn't finished yet. So this is what I see here at the moment in the chart. Is there a possibility the low could be in for Ethereum? Yeah, we talked about that as well. The possibility exists, even though here, same situation with the other cryptos, I don't see it yet. Yeah, the probability is there. Maybe I would give it a 25 to 30% probability. So it is not too little, but it's also not significant enough to really talk about it as a primary scenario, because Ethereum, like many other cryptos, have reached from the overall correction, yeah, they have all reached their target areas. So for the overall wave count here, the overall big move here in a wave 2, they have reached their target areas. So from theoretically, the low can be in at any point. I did say that, but the lower level wave count still suggests that what we're currently doing is a corrective wave, even though a very difficult one, I have to say. Yeah, in this whole move down, this is really the most difficult one. And why is it the most difficult one? Not only for ETH, but also for Bitcoin, other cryptos. Well, because we have reached, for the higher level correction, the overall target area. So theoretically, the low can be in at any point in time, which is why I really spend a lot of time looking at the lower level wave counts at the moment. They do get invalidated very often, and that is just what it is. It's just part of the game. But we want to know as soon as possible when the downtrend is over and when basically all the downtrending scenarios have been invalidated, so that we know, right, at this point we can say with a higher likelihood that the low is in. I mean, I could tell you now, right, the low is in and everything, but it wouldn't be responsible. There are a lot of people who have been shilling the cryptos all the way down here, have been talking all the way throughout this entire downtrend where we've corrected down 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. The low is in, the low is in, the low is in. It hasn't been in. And I've been telling you throughout we are going to come lower. Now we are just at this difficult point. And please understand it. It's a very difficult situation at the moment. And I need to be very careful also what I tell you. Because, you know, the evidence is just not there yet that the low is in. It is theoretically possible, but primary expectation is still that after now, short-term upside potential, which has been unlocked basically, that we will come down and make a lower low still below $1,700. So hopefully that was clear. That's my view about Ethereum at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.